Hello everyone, welcome to Wicked West Books. My name is Meg West, and this is my September wrap-up. I managed to get 10 books read during the month of September, and it was a really good reading month for me. And I got to read a lot of romance novels, which is always fun. So let's go ahead and get into the books that I read during the month of September. It probably surprises nobody that my first book for the month of September was Morning Star by Pierce Brown. This is the final book in the Red Rising trilogy, the story of a lowly red overthrowing the Golden Government on Mars and throughout the solar system. And it's a really great trilogy, and I look forward to reading more things from this world because Pierce Brown is working on them. And it was a really great book to start out the month and to finish the series. Then after Morningstar, I picked up the Booksplosion book for the month of September, which was The Call by Pater Agillan. This is a story that takes place in Ireland and involves the Irish fairies and the revenge that they are enacting on humans because of a treaty that they were tricked into signing hundreds and hundreds of years ago. It is a very, very creepy story that I enjoyed immensely, and I look forward to potentially having more in this world because there is a lot about this world that is still left to be answered, and I would love to have the answers. Then I reread Hounded by Kevin Hearn. This is the first book in the Iron Druid Chronicles, and after reading the Irish story of The Call, I wanted to continue reading some of the Irish folklore, so I picked up Hounded, in which the last druid, who is 21 centuries old, has to take on a god from his own pantheon because of an argument they have been having for thousands of years, where Atticus finally decides that enough is enough, and he takes a stand. Not only is this book filled with Irish folklore, the further into the series you get, they add more from different folklores, and it's really great to have that more worldview than just focusing on one pantheon. Once I finished Hounded, I was feeling a reading slump coming on, and one of the best ways I have found for me to combat those reading slumps is for me to read romance novels. So I went to my public library, which is actually on my phone, and I checked out a few books from a series by Courtney Milan. Those books were The Duchess War, A Kiss for Midwinter, The Heiress Effect, The Countess Conspiracy, The Suffragette Scandal, and Talk Sweetly to Me. This series was really cute and adorable and full of the gooey romance that I love reading in books, and it missed a lot of the complicated, convoluted plot lines that are very saturated in fantasy novels, and it was nice to take a step back from that and read something that was very simple, but still a story that I had never read before. And this author is a new one to me. I really enjoyed her books because I did not feel like yelling at the characters like I usually do with romance novels, where I am telling them how stupid they are for making the decisions that they're making, because obviously that other person loves you, and maybe you should just trust them a little bit more. I didn't have that big yelling point, so that was a very high point in these novels for me. These books had a diverse cast, and I enjoyed seeing that, especially in this time with all of the events going on in BookTube. I liked seeing that in the book. Like in The Heiress Effect, the male character has a touch of OCD, and in addition to that, in The Heiress Effect, the main character's younger sister marries an Indian from India who is in England to become a lawyer, and it was nice to have, I think, the first Indian character I have ever read. Then in The Suffragette Scandal, there is a background character who I really think should have gotten her own story, but she found out that she is a lesbian, and she does also find a person that she gets to spend the rest of her life with. We're assuming we don't really get to see the end of her story, but I have high hopes for them as a couple. And in Talk Sweetly to Me, the main female character is colored. And then finally, I finished out the month rereading one of my favorite books, Dragonflight by Anne McCaffrey. This is the first story of the Dragon Riders of Pern on a planet in a galaxy that is 15 years light travel away from here, and just the troubles that befall this planet after a long time going without the biggest threat to life on Pern, and how that threat comes back to Pern once everyone has practically given up that it will return. And it is really a great start off to this fantastic series that I recommend. So yeah, that's all of the books that I read during September. Hopefully I can have just as much read for this month, if not a few books more, so that I can meet my 100 books for the year goal. At this point though, if I don't get there, I'm not going to be too upset because I have gotten a lot of reading done this year and I'm pretty proud of it. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment below your favorite book that you read during the month of September. I think my favorite one was The Call by Pater Agillen. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so now. I post videos every Wednesday or else I lose books. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wicked day.